See, I'm someone who doesn't look at the pitch too much. I'll have a brief look and then figure out how the pitch might play. You can never be certain about the pitch, but I think Anil Bhai is doing a very good job. As bowlers, bowlers have a better idea of reading pitches. That's what I feel, because they understand exactly the feel of the soil, how much the ball is going to go through, how much is going to seam or bounce off the wicket. So Anil Bhai is very good at it, in understanding what the pitch will do, especially on day 3, day 4, day 5. That's the idea you need to take, because day 1, day 2, most of the pitches have similar pace. But day 3, day 4, day 5 is where you need to be sure of what's going to happen, so you can play the exact combination and have the exact bowlers who are going to be effective at that stage. In the second innings, is much more important to take 10 wickets, when it's tough. First innings, still you have enough in the wicket. So Anil Bhai, I think, has a very good idea of reading pitches. Other guys also, the bowlers have a good idea, but as I said, I mean, you can only take a guess about how the wicket is going to play out. It might be very difficult, but Anil Bhai, I think, is very accurate with that. Obviously, we speak about these things post practice, before game day, and this is one area that we need to discuss as well. What are our best bowling options on a wicket like this? Who's fit enough to do the job? What the team requires them to do. So, as I've said before, this team is always up for changes according to conditions, and that is something that will be in consideration as well. We'll sit down and talk about the combination post practice. Yes, turned out to be more challenging on day 5. We have spoken about. We know that we had the upper hand throughout. We know that if we had play on day 4, we would have probably wrapped up things. The way we were going, momentum was with us. That's one of the very good examples of momentum, how it plays a massive factor in cricket, be it any format of the game, especially in Test cricket. I mean, if you have momentum in a session, like you just saw with the Test match in England as well, Pakistan going really well, and then one session can change the whole game. That's what momentum does, and that can only be attained by consistent cricket. We did that over a period of 3 days. We got the momentum. Day 4, we were dominating, and then again, you don't have control over conditions. But day 5, it was a very good batting effort by West Indies. I think they applied themselves really well. Not taking anything away from our bowlers, I think they tried their best. Sometimes when the wicket doesn't have much assistance, very rarely do you see the ball not reversing, not having conventional swing, and the wicket slowing down. So when these 3 things come together, it's very difficult to take a wicket, and especially when the batsmen are also applying themselves as well as the West Indians did. So it was good. It was a really good test for the bowlers, knowing that these situations will come up again. So we have taken positives and learnings from day 5, and we'll surely apply those going forward in these tests. See, cricket is a very uncertain game at times. Injuries are not in anyone's hands, and even in the IPL, when I remember one game where Mandeep Singh was fit and was to play, and while I was at toss, he split his webbing, and KL got a chance, and he hasn't looked back since. So, and then we conveyed to Mandeep that unfortunately it was an injury. Can't be, nothing can be done about that. So we need to look at the balance of the side. Good thing is all 3 openers are playing well. Bad thing is that it's to choose between 3, you only can choose 2. So that is a call that we need to take as management today, and we'll sit down on it. But these things are not in anyone's control. If you get injured, you're playing well. That's why they say injuries can really upset people and bring them down. But the good thing is Vijay's been in a good headspace, and he's practicing well. He's back to the nets. He's back to fielding as well. So we'll take a call on that. We still have to discuss that.